Gang takes you out right on the streets and in the heartlands, in fact. And we're going to ask Singaporeans what they think about, Singaporeans. And what's the topic? Our all-time favorite, kiasuism. And we know that the Singapore Kindness Movement launched not too long ago. So let's take a look at what Singaporeans think about Singaporeans. Find out from you. Do you think Singaporeans are kind people? Do you think Singaporeans are kind?
I think so, yeah.
Why do you say so?
Well, a lot of us support charity work. A lot of young people nowadays are getting involved in like projects overseas to help build schools and all that.
Do you think Singaporeans are a kind bunch of people?
Kind bunch of people, that's hard to say. In general, I think most of us are, but I think the younger generation needs to buck up on it. The younger generations right now are too modernized in the sense that they lose respect for elders.
They are kind-hearted, but I don't think they get enough opportunities to express that. From what I know, they are actually kind-hearted. And if you are in a situation of need, you do get a lot of help. At one point, I had a leg fracture, and wherever I was going, up to the MRT, on the roads or wherever, I did see a lot of attention, and they care about you. But I think it is a matter of opportunity to express that.
I just want to ask one quick question.
I dropped my keys. I was using my headphones, and then I didn't realize I dropped my keys. Then one person from behind, they called me a few times, and they returned my keys back.
觉得新加坡人友善吗？
有的是很好，有的就不是很好。
你有什么不好的经历吗？
有的很凶哦，问他东西的时候，他会很凶，然后很怕。
Some like at the shop, sometimes their service is very good. Sometimes they just talk and they don't give a good service. So you meet all types of people. So I can't generalize everyone.
Do you think that Singaporeans are? Do you think Singaporeans are a kind-hearted bunch of people?
Well, I'm a Singaporean. I have to say yes.
You don't need to feel obliged to say yes, lah. You can say no if you want to. In your experience, you think that Singaporeans are generally gracious?
Actually, no.
What are some of your pet peeves about Singaporean behaviour you feel that you cannot stand?
Rushing for a queue. They're obliged to give out a seat to the elderly. I think few people without the sign, they would give up their seats.
Singaporeans, are they kiasu?
Yes, they are. I'm kiasu too. At certain time of,
that's very honest.
When people queue up for some promotion and all that, we get very excited, and that's where our kiasu comes in. Yeah. The way Singaporeans are kiasu now are they tend to think more about others. They try to be considerate even though they are very kiasu at the time.
I think it's because of their busy lifestyle.
Sorry to interrupt. Just want to ask a quick question. Girls, do you think that... No, it's a very simple question. No, we're asking everybody on the streets. Do you think that Singaporeans are kind people? Or are they very shy people? The kindness movement launched a couple of days ago. Okay, do you think campaigns like that help Singaporeans to become kinder?
In a way they do, but I guess it has to be cultivated from inside. When they are growing up and all that, parents should play a part in, putting it across to them rather than, having campaigns. I mean, like campaigns like once a month and, like 1 month in a year. So what, you just be nice 1 month in a year and then after that you be rude back. So I guess it's how you bring kids up.
Do you think Singaporeans are kind people?
What kind of kind people?
What do you think of the fact that a lot of people criticize Singaporeans for being very kiasu?
Our country, we became developed in 25 years. But a lot of us still have the third world mentality of not enough. So I kind of feel like if your survival fears are pretty strong, right, you will definitely be kiasu because you want to compete for your own survival. Generally speaking, they are pretty kind bunch of people. I think it's kind of the situation right now is changing us from 20 years ago, 10 years ago. People travel a lot more. They are more savvy, more educated. So they are kind of more polite and also at the same time more kind.
Maybe more exposure to people of the needy, those which we need to help them. Maybe more campaigns would help Singaporeans to understand them better.
After speaking to people on the streets, I get the general feeling that Singaporeans do have it in them to be gracious, to be kind-hearted. And with campaigns like the Singapore Kindness Movement, well, they do help to raise awareness for Singaporeans to become more gracious. But whether Singaporeans are kiasu or not, things seem to be deemed getting better over the years. And I guess we're on the way to becoming a more gracious society. So kudos to you Singaporeans. You do have it in you to be more gracious. Do you think we are becoming a more gracious society?